In this video, I'll share 3 scaling strategies to fast track your path to a 6-figure health coaching business. And after stacking these 3 strategies myself, I hit my first $75,000 a month. Strategy 3 is what brought me from $25,000 a month all the way to $75,000. The best thing you can do for yourself is to start applying these in the very beginning, or change your business model now to make your life a lot easier in the future. Passion, process, and production are really important because I've personally known people who got so deep into their business that they overlooked the basics, and then they resented the business that they worked so hard to build. The first one, passion, being a really surface level question you ask yourself. This directly applies to those being tired of being burnt out and feeling stuck. The primary symptom is, I don't have any motivation. It's a good time to question whether what you're currently doing, even if you're getting a couple clients every month, is worth it. I know this sounds dumb, like why would I be doing this in the first place? But there might be a different way for you to be helping people. Follow that question with the next P, for process. If you feel like you're in a high effort, low payout situation, then it's time to examine different parts of your business, such as offers, marketing, fulfillment. This is a game of what to prioritize and how to decrease specific overloading priorities. Give more priority to revenue generating activities and less to actual internal components of your business. No sales equals no business, as I always say. What are you focusing on the most? Marketing, sales, or fulfillment? Marketing should always be step 1, but we don't want to spend 20 hours a week to get started. It's time to make your approach that won't take as much time out of your day. Now let's hit the P for production, otherwise known as the execution process. So, simple question. Where are you feeling behind? Are you shooting too high? Can it be simplified? The importance of production is maintenance. If you can't maintain different parts of your business without them affecting each other, it's gonna be a problem. This part of the process is a feedback loop to look back at the process. So let's recap. Passion is who and how you're helping. Process is your strategy for success. And production is your execution and maintenance. All right, let's get started. So strategy number 1, lowering the fulfillment to offer promise ratio. If you don't know what that means, I'll explain it through this question. What determines how scalable a business is depends on the fulfillment effort divided by offer promise. So, in other words, how much effort does it take to help a client by what your service promises? Are you promising to cure a life-threatening disease or just give them some simple advice and tips? Let's talk about fulfillment effort first. What you want is low fulfillment effort while making the client feel like they're getting high value from what you provide. Lowering fulfillment effort means reducing the amount of time that you spend per client without obviously sacrificing the results. Let's talk about some action steps. Number 1, reducing one-on-one interactions that aren't necessary. The business model has always been appointments and follow-ups. That is extremely inefficient unless you have someone that handles all of that. Number 2, creating systems that get manually input feedback to track results and changes. Daily meals, habitual requirements to get results, and additional stats needed to make decisions for their health and for you to tell them where they're falling behind. Number 3, creating an offline transformation where they can achieve most daily actions and big milestones without your assistance. This is your program or course that is given alongside access to you every week via video calls and messaging. Number 4, create a weekly interaction with you in a group setting. This saves you time and allows a community culture with a shared objective. Number 5, if you're at $25,000 a month, hiring and managing an additional health coach to take over clients. Next, let's talk about offer promise. You want a big promise that you're providing with a big upfront purchase of high lifetime customer value. So that means a transformation that's totally achievable. But a lot of people struggle with it for several reasons. But you can and will help them achieve those results with your expertise and accountability. That first part justifies a big upfront purchase or high lifetime customer value if you set up your business in a certain way. Now let's talk about action steps. This could be a simple question or a hard one, but how can you increase your offer promise to what you can help most clients achieve within a given time frame? Your goal is to choose one big transformation. For example, losing 10 to 30 pounds within 90 days if they meet a certain BMI requirements. Choosing one big transformation justifies their desire to buy into a big upfront price. This is also due to high support and access to you and your time. As an alternative, there's also a contract MRR monthly recurring revenue, where they agree to a set amount of time to work with you and can back out. This is only if you can't make big transformations possible, but in most cases, you can. The main reason you might want to do this is limiting beliefs, but try a bigger transformation first. It gets way more complicated. You'll have to set up payment systems and payment plans so you can reduce delinquency. Let's cover the next strategy. Strategy number 2, strategic marketing that reduces the sales process. The first half part to achieve this is marketing that handles sales objections. I have many tried and true methods where I just post simple content online that doesn't even take a ton of effort. It's no surprise that you hear people saying they can make money with no followers or tons of views, but the opposite is also true. Without views and followers, people don't make money. It all depends on your content strategy and funnel. My method is dependent on views and followers, but it goes viral and helps the sales process. People only have 6 objections, and content can overcome most of these objections. So when they enter in your funnel, it's gonna be a quick process. The first is trust. Making good quality content and also humanizing yourself in content builds trust. The second is fear. Your content can explain in detail what you do and how you get people results, so there's less fear. The third is time. Being transparent and upfront in your content on the timeline, most people will get results, is gonna crush any time objection. The fourth is value. All people care about is that their desires are being fulfilled. So if you can get them from A to B, they have all the value that they need to get results. And the fifth is financial. This objection is circumstantial, but it is much easier to handle if the first 4 objections are handled first. If the first 4 objections are handled. The sixth is partner or support. So this objection is also circumstantial, but it's handled by making sure that they're present when they make the purchase. I know I just sped through that. I'll explain it more in a second. The next half of this is marketing that converts calls while you sleep. I'll explain it with a question. How can you simultaneously increase visibility and client conversion in a piece of content? The answer, it depends. People get stuck with high visibility but low conversion, or high conversion but low visibility. Both aren't making as much money as they should be. So that brings me to the next question. How can you get high visibility and high conversion in organic short form content? This could be any platform: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. But the answer is simple. Making viral content increases your visibility. When fewer people are consuming content about the problem you're solving, the less viral it becomes. For example, how to interact with patients as a nurse. This has a very small viral market share, as you can see in this Google picture here. When more people consume content about the problem you're solving, the more viral it becomes. Like, for example, how to get rid of acne has a large viral market share. Same here. Many people have acne and there are numbers like this. Now for conversion, you make content that builds trust, which generally means showing yourself as a credible person around whatever your expertise is. Let's get into examples. You show proof of results being your own or your clients. You talk about case studies of people who are in the same exact position or your own transformation. You can show proof of expertise, which can simply be putting like 10 years of experience or helped 1,000+ people or even like 150 people, or you dress the part. Looking like you know what you're doing can convince people, unfortunately. You can talk about how they can logically achieve results with actionable steps. You can make claims with explaining a story. You can show off historical proofs to show your advice is authentic. The formula is simple. You show proof or you prove it with logic. The bottom line is, when you post content that solves the problem of visibility and have content that builds trust in between other content, you end up converting a high number of people. I am living proof because I went viral time after time, booked out my calendars with hundreds of calls every time. If you want the third strategy, I posted another video going over it in this playlist. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.